Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hey, friends. How we doing? Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone inside Hy-Vee off Highway 61 here in Muscatine. Happy to report to you that this morning, Tuesday, the 12th of March, or if you're watching it tonight, I came to work with pants that did not have a hole in them. Let me give myself a round of applause because yesterday I showed up to work with a hole in my pants. My wife brought me replacement pants. What are the odds that the replacement pants that my wife brought me yesterday also had a small hole in them? True story. Not visible, but still had a small hole. And the only thing I forgot today was my handy-dandy name tag. And my wife brought that to me as well. So I am 2 for 2. Monday, Tuesday, with having to reach out to my wife and have her bring things to me at work, even though I am a 35-year-old, grown up father of 3. I am absent-minded, apparently, so I hope to not forget anything on tomorrow's show. I want to start off, and there you go from yesterday. All right, there's the hole in the pants. In case you missed it, a lot of knee hanging out. And shout out to my wife's Aunt Jan Mills, for offering to repair the pants for me. I'm assuming at no cost. Pretty good seamstress. I know actually a couple people reached out to me offering to fix the pants. I really appreciate that. Thank you. They're great pants. They're tremendous. So somebody also suggested that I just turn the pants into shorts, which I don't really think is the best idea because they're dress pants and I would look ridiculous. A couple things I want to mention before we start. Thanks to everybody that came out to bingo last night. Had about between 65 and 70 people playing bingo in the Market Grill Express. Of course, I didn't take any pictures. Why would I? I'm busy hosting bingo, but I need to do that because we had a great crowd, full house by all accounts, and we gave out $180 in Hy-Vee gift cards as prizes during bingo in $5 and $10 increments, so thank you. Joe Wieskamp, former Muscatine Muskie standout, having a lot of success at the University of Iowa. Chad sent Ryan and I a text yesterday. Don't know why he left off Betsy. She loves basketball. This is the men's 2018-2019 All Big Ten freshman team. So Joe Wieskamp getting honored as one of the best freshmen in the Big Ten. We already knew that, of course, but it's nice to get that distinction. And if only they would have had a picture of a Hawkeye and not somebody from Illinois. But that's okay, right? I mean, Illinois is our neighbor across the river. And right there, Joe Wieskamp, one of the best freshmen in the Big Ten. That is a fantastic distinction for Joe, who is a great basketball player and an even better person. So we say congratulations to Joe and his entire family. The last thing that I'll mention, and I'm going to announce the date and the time right now, right here on this show, because I did it at bingo last night. Breakfast with the voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, is coming up on Saturday, April 13th from 8 to 10 a.m., in the Market Grill Express here at Hy-Vee. There is Gary Dolphin. He's the one in the white shirt with the Tiger Hawk on it. I'm the one in the blue with sweat and a very unkept goatee, and that's Brian Musell in the background. That's from Hawkeye Media Day a couple of years ago. And Gary Dolphin, voice of the Hawkeyes, at Hy-Vee here in Muscatine. Breakfast with Gary Dolphin. 8 to 10 a.m. Brian Musell will moderate the Q&A because Brian knows way more about sports than I do. I could get through about 2 minutes of generalities, but Brian's going to do a great job for us. That's Saturday, April 13th, 8 till 10, right here at Hy-Vee in the Market Grill Express. Okay, the last thing I'll say before we get to our first guest, I just want you to know that these cookies are the best. Cody, do a quick zoom if you could. St. Patty's Day is Sunday. The bakery makes these cutout cookies. 6 of them for $5.99. I had to buy a pack of these. I didn't have to buy a pack of these yesterday. I bought a package of these yesterday to take a picture of a couple of them for an ad that I needed, and then I ate a couple of them. I don't want to say how many I ate, but there's 6 in a container. So I'm not going to say how many I had because that's rude. But I will tell you, those are fantastic, and St. Patty's Day is on Sunday. All right. We have been talking about an event that's happening tomorrow night for several weeks on this show. It's a great chance to eat dinner and support a good cause at the same time. The dinner is happening at the Beats Bistro and Wine Bar in downtown Muscatine. And ladies and gentlemen, on the show right now, Chef Awad Dabeet with Dabeet's Bistro and Wine Bar.
How are you,
I'm
Tony?
so happy to have you here. We're both wearing black shirts. One of us has the official chef shirt on. I think I could pull that off. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
A couple buttons. I could do that. Chef Awad Dabeet is here. I'm so happy that you took the time to be with us. Thank you for doing this.
No problem.
It's got to be a little early for you. You're in the restaurant business. You probably have later nights than most, right? So this
It's
is
too early, but coffee will keep me.
I was
always
gonna say,
alive.
Chef Awad and I have something in common. We both can go to Starbucks here in Hy-Vee, and they already know our drink.
Oh yeah, we never change.
Right. So what do you get? I don't even know.
I usually get 4 shots Americano.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to stay up all day.
4 shots of espresso. That's actually what I have. And then with the heavy cream to make this a higher fat drink. All right. So, Chef, tomorrow we've got the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter dinner at your place, Dabeet's Bistro and Wine Bar, downtown Muscatine. I'm so happy that you're doing this. We've got information on the screen. 2 seatings, 5:30 and 7:30.
5:30 and 7:30,
My first question about this, Chef, are there seats available at the 5:30?
Yes, there are. There are a few seats available at 5:30, more at the 7:30 seating. We still have a lot more seating available.
I tell you what, we did this last year. I've sent Ryan Broderson a couple pictures from last year, and Chef and I were talking about this. There's a picture with myself. I look different. I've lost a little bit of weight. So when I see pictures like this, it helps motivate me to kind of stay on the diet. But we had a great time last year when we did this at your place, and it was packed at 5:30. Here's one of those pictures. I also didn't have a goatee, so I look even larger. And there's a great shot from our group. So in that picture, Chef Awad Dabeet, yours truly. Look at how big I was. Ryan, why didn't you tell me? You never told me, Ryan. It's all your fault. My wife, Casey. Go back, Ryan. I'm giving everybody a shout out. So my wife, Casey, Karma and Steve Truitt, and then Judy and Mick Yates. And Judy Yates is in charge of the domestic violence shelter, and then Karma works at the shelter. That was a lot of fun last year. We had a lot of folks that came out. I know that it's important for you, Chef. I mean, you own and operate a business in a town like Muscatine, and it's important for you to do the right thing and give back. And I imagine that you probably get asked often to help out different causes, right?
We do, and I try to do my best to give out.
Yeah. You really do a good job. And tomorrow, again, all people have to do is show up and eat food and drink wine or whatever. It's that. And what I've been saying is kind of a joke, but also a little serious. Order more than one appetizer.
Yeah.
Right?
And more than 1 glass of wine.
There you go. If you typically...
It's Wine Down Wednesday.
Oh, Wine Down Wednesday. Is that a thing?
It
Wait,
is.
what does that mean? Go on.
Just to drink wine on Wednesday.
All
Why
right.
not?
Well, I'm in. You had me at hello. Your appetizers are really good. Your crab cakes. Holy moly. So this is the dilemma that I have. This is a picture from my birthday dinner. So this is a great shot of a lot of my relatives, my mother-in-law, her boyfriend, my dad. There's Chef in the back, and sous chef Scott, who works in the bakery here at Hy-Vee as well. That room, the chef's table.
Yeah.
So that is right off of your kitchen. So, Chef, you have that set up so that folks can reserve that space for a party or whatever, and then they're kind of like, they have a front row seat to what you're doing in the kitchen.
Yeah, they see the show there, and it's more like private dining for them. Yeah, it fits up to 12 people.
Up to 12 people, and that's available for any type of function, really,
Yeah.
right? They want to have. They
And
just-
you don't have to have it 12. Sometimes a couple will reserve it just 2 people or 4 people.
Wow.
It's yeah.
That'd be pretty romantic just to have 2 people in there. That big old table. Did they sit at opposite ends? That's what I want to do. It's, honey, can you see me over there? Do you feel like pressure when there's people in the chef's room?
When I
'cause you're doing
first
your
opened,
thing.
I did.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
more natural. I actually enjoy when they're in the chef room.
Well,
we
I
get
bet.
to talk to them, and you know,
Yeah.
I send them free appetizers and things like that. So.
I just wonder, you and I both know that folks have a fascination with watching people cook, whether it be the Food Network or the Cooking Channel or PBS. People like watching people prepare dishes. They like learning things.
Yeah.
And I know that when you sit in a place like your restaurant, even if you're not in the chef's table, if you're in the sort of, I guess, the main dining room, you can see what's going on in the kitchen. And that's a great concept. That sort of open
kitchen, yeah.
And I don't know if that's common in most places, but I really appreciate that because you can kind of look people right in the eyeballs that are working hard preparing food for you. And I'm glad that you got used to it quickly because, I mean, you almost have to, right? And you do a really good job getting out and talking to people as well. And I know that's also part of it, right, is understanding and meeting your customers. It's just great. So, all right, so that's tomorrow. And look at this. There's Chef showing a future chef how to make a little, what's it called? A little...
creme brulee.
Creme brulee, thank you. With a blowtorch, of course.
And he didn't burn me, so it was good.
I will say the last time that my wife and I were at DeBeats, which was, I think, last weekend, absolutely got the creme brulee.
Awesome.
It was amazing, and I know that I've been on a diet. I understand that, everything in moderation. It was so good. So yeah, check that out. Desserts are also. Now, I don't want to say that you're not known for desserts. Your desserts are great, but it's really those entrees that you turn out are so great. So, and there's an example from that night last weekend. That's when Chef was almost, you ran out of prime rib, kind of, and you said, I got a little piece left. You want prime rib appetizer? And my wife and I said, whatever you say, Chef. We trust you.
Yes, Chef.
So, and that was, by the way, that was a keto-friendly birthday cake that Chef DeBeat and Chef Scott made for me on my birthday.
Brian Scott, the one who put that candles in your eyes.
The candles in my eyes. Very personal. It was so good, though. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have such a great menu. Couple questions. Has anything changed as we've gotten more into, like, spring coming into summer? Do you have things that you're looking to bring back in as it gets a little warmer outside? Does that shift at all?
I try to do a lot of different specials on spring, and I change. Like right now, you had the risotto last week, I think, when you came in. The asparagus and peas risotto. That's more of a spring dish.
Yeah.
And
It was amazing. Asparagus risotto. I ordered it, and I sent a picture of it to my dad, and my dad was like jealous. My dad loves you. He loves going to DeBeats when he's in town. French onion soup. What's a guy got to do? I know it takes a lot of work, right? Like, Scott was telling me how much time it takes to make French onion soup.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
It is really good, though. And that's something, like, I want to learn how to make it, but let's be honest, Chef, I'm never going to make it.
I'll just make it next weekend for you.
Oh, darn it. That's the tough thing about having a friend that is a chef that owns his own restaurant. You can strongly suggest things. I'm not the only person that likes French onion soup, by the way.
No, it is good.
It is really good. Okay, so you had an exciting week last week. Scott told me about this. You were in Des Moines. Is that where you went?
Yeah, I went to Des Moines for my citizenship ceremony.
Okay, so just last week, Chef became...
I became an American.
An American.
A U.S. citizen.
What was that process like? It
was a long process.
Okay.
It was a long process. Actually, we got, like, my parents got the green card through my uncle.
Okay.
And I was in the States on a student visa for a while. And after that, I went to Canada and I waited for my green card to get approved.
Okay.
And then about 5 years ago, I moved to the States and I did my residency here. And then, after that, done my test in Des Moines. They ask you all kind of questions about the history and everything. And I passed it, and we went ahead and got my citizenship ceremony last week.
That is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The thing about that test, I've heard that it's difficult. And
it is.
And I bet that, I've been here my whole life. I don't even want to think about how I would do on the test because it's not stuff that I guess we learn it as you go, but would I be able to pass the test? I can't even imagine.
I'm sure you will. It's 100 questions,
it's
but they're tough.
100 questions?
They're tough, yeah.
You took a 100-question test last week?
They picked 10 out of them, but you have to know them, and about 100 questions, yeah.
That is fantastic.
And they do a written test and also a reading test.
Okay. So you spent a lot of time in Canada. We're so happy to have you in the States. Even happier to have you in Muscatine, quite frankly. I mean, you are such a blessing for this community.
Thanks.
And I'm looking at some of the comments on Facebook. Jeff says, it's sad that I've only been to this restaurant once. The first time I went, the food was awesome. Jeff, I don't know what your problem is. Chef is very nice. He'd love to have you. I know Jeff. I can kid Jeff. You should come back. Jeff, join us on Wednesday tomorrow. He works a little bit different shifts sometimes. But Jeff Storm, you're always welcome at DeBeats Bistro. You haven't moved, Chef, right? You're in the same place downtown.
No, I'm still there.
Okay. Jeff, come on now, man. Me and you. We'll go on a bro date. Prime rib for everybody. What was it that got you interested in food and then made you want to pursue becoming a chef? It is a unique job for sure. It's a great shot, by the way. Great
look
picture.
at that.
So was it something growing up that you were always
when I
interested in?
grew up, I was working back home. I was working in various restaurants and service industry. And then when I moved to the States, I went to MCC. I was working for Sam Vitale. I told him more about it, and I was always watching the Food Channel, Vancouver for culinary school.
Wow.
And yeah.
Is culinary school as tough as it seems?
It is, but you don't, like, you learn the basics, but you need to be out in the restaurants to learn from chefs that
That's
are
what
qualified.
I wondered.
Yeah.
You almost have to learn, not that you learn on the fly, but like anything, you have to do it yourself,
Yeah.
right? You can watch somebody, but if you're going to do it and then make it your own. So that's one thing, right? To go to school, to then get the hands-on experience, and then to make it your own. I mean, that has to make you feel so proud that you're the guy now. I mean, you're the boss, and you get to kind of craft this menu and put different things together and try different things, right? What is that? Is that a dinosaur, Chef? What is that? Is
That's
that
a
fish?
halibut.
That's a halibut?
A halibut, and it's a,
Holy moly.
yeah.
That's a halibut?
I
How
got it
heavy
last
was
year.
that?
This was 50 pounds,
Jeez Louise.
and yeah, it was awesome.
Okay,
I brought it in, I deboned it, and made a soup out of the bone and stock and sauces, and
All right.
we served it that night. It was good.
Now, you know me, I'll try anything. I need to get more brave when it comes to like seafood and stuff like that. You bring out a steak, and I sent Ryan a picture of one of the steaks that I've had at DeBeats, and it's unbelievable. I just need to get more brave with like seafood and stuff like
yeah.
that. You did make a seafood risotto that we tried a little bit of at that birthday party, and it was fantastic.
Awesome.
And then you had something with like, look at the size of that steak.
That's just Tony Tones.
That's a Tony Tone cut. Look at that. Look at that. I had steak for like at least one more day after that night. I think my wife actually got into some of the leftovers as well. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you go to a place like DeBeats, you go hungry and you will leave having such a great experience. And isn't that what it's all about? I mean, it is. You are set up for any occasion, birthdays, dates, engagements, just because, great fundraiser dinners like tomorrow night. But you truly want all of your guests to have a great experience, and that starts with good service. And you guys provide great service down there.
Try our best, yeah.
And I know that that's important to you because the folks that work for you are essentially the face of the business just as much as you are, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they do a really good job. All right, so I want to get to something that I saw also on your Facebook page, and you and I talked about this briefly. You did some cooking classes with MCC. Is that right?
Yeah, that was last.
Is that last week or the
week
week
or
before?
the week before,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
So is this something that's gonna? I guess explain what it was, and then is it gonna happen again?
So what we did is MCC contacted me, and they wanted to do they're doing their culinary program at the Button Factory, the old Button Factory. So they asked me to come in and do like a cooking class. And what it was is basically they opened it for the public, and we had about 20 people that came in that night.
Wow.
That afternoon, actually. It was on a Sunday afternoon. And I brought in my wine rep from Glacier, and I think you guys have the same wine rep, Seth.
Oh, Seth Francis.
Francis,
Fantastic,
yeah. And
yeah.
we did a wine pairing that day with them, and I demo how we cooked all this, the salad dressing that we did, a salad and short rib, risotto, and a cake, amaretto white chocolate cake. So I demo how it's done, and we ate and we had wine and board, and it was good.
You gotta text me the next time you do this. I'm in.
Yeah, there will be more to come, I think, and
That's
I think the
great.
next one should be next month. Maybe I'll let you know.
I'm telling you, people love watching people cook on TV, and then if you have a chance to learn from an expert, thank you, MCC and Chef, for doing that. Like,
Awesome.
that's great. You got to make the amaretto cake, though? What in the world? That's
we'll see.
fantastic. And the short ribs. So again, something that I don't want to say that I've had everything on your menu, but pretty darn near close. Short ribs, something that seems like it takes a lot of time, but I imagine at the class you made it so that it was easy for everybody to understand, right?
It was, yeah.
It doesn't need to be intimidating, ladies and gentlemen. Is the burger still on your menu?
No, but it will be soon.
Okay.
For us, like the summertime.
That's what I figured. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're talking about a place that's got steak and prime rib. Also, when it comes back, maybe you were at the Beats, you had a steak, you had a prime rib, and you're like, wait, a burger? What's that like? I mean,
it was.
You were even making your own buns, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
We grind our own meat and make our own buns. It was good burger. You had it a few times.
I had it a few times, thank you, and it was so good. And again, that's where you understand, like, you know, sometimes you bring something like that on the menu, see what people think, and then you kind of have all the favorites that are there as well.
Yeah.
When it comes to French Italian cuisine, do you find ways to incorporate, first of all, do you find ways to bring those both together, or do you take different recipes and make them more French inspired? Obviously you have certain stuff that's just Italian, but when you say French inspired, where do you derive that
when
from?
I first started, let's say on the menu there was a dish called chicken coq au vin, which is a chicken that's cooked with in wine basically, and it had bacon, mushroom, onions, and it was going on top of a polenta. So the chicken coq au vin was Italian or French, and then the polenta was Italian.
Oh my gosh.
So
sounds great. That last picture that we just had, can we go back to that for a second? I wanted to ask about this sauce, and I don't want any secrets. I don't want to give away any of your secrets on this show, but what can you just give us?
For this one?
Yeah, in particular.
So the steak, the sauce that I do is basically, what do you do is a stock, a veal stock first. And that's, I do it a dark veal stock. So basically I roast the veal bones, roast carrots, celery, onion, and then put water, like let it reduce or cook out, and you put all kinds of herbs, you know, thyme, rosemary, bay leaf, and all the stuff. And then when you strain it the next day, because it takes long time on the stove, you strain it the next day, I infuse some wine reduction in it.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, you know, when people say to me that they haven't been to your place, I just tell them, go. That's what I say. I don't even need to sell it, because you do such a good job, and it's just great to have you in downtown. And I imagine, Chef, you've got to be happy with the amount of snow that's been melting in downtown. The city has done a great job cleaning downtown. They have to remove a lot of the snow, but we are in that time of the year where it's going to start to get real pretty around here, right? And downtown Muscatine, you know, it is alive and well, and at its best when it starts to warm up. What are your hours that you're open at the Beats Bistro and Wine Bar if we look at this week and then maybe heading into the weekend?
4 to 9.
Okay.
If we're busy, I stay till later.
Sure.
And usually every day but Sunday.
Every day but Sunday. And if you're just tuning in, the first thing that we started talking about with Chef Awad with the Beats Bistro and Wine Bar is the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter Dinner, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, March 13th. Percentage of sales donated to the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. Chef understands, and like I say all the time, the shelter does not receive any money from the state. They rely solely on donations from individuals, from corporations, and from fundraisers. So I'm so thankful that you agreed to do this again.
Awesome, no problem.
Because it makes a difference. And last Friday, and please keep that on the screen, I'll keep talking for a minute, guys. Last Friday, Judy and Susan were here. Susan Frears, Judy Yates runs the shelter. Judy said that Thursday night, they got a call from a woman to their crisis line that was then planning to show up at the shelter on Friday with her children.
Oh,
so,
wow.
You know, whether we want to acknowledge the fact that there are domestic violence situations in our own community, the reality is it's happening. And until we find a way to not have any more domestic violence situations, or until one of us wins the lottery and we can just write a check to the shelter and they never have to worry, which I'm hoping I do win the lottery because I can just write them a check, we need the shelter to stay open. And we need to have successful events like tomorrow night at your place, the Beats Bistro, and wine bar. Do you have any recommendations for me? Is there anything on the menu that you can think that I haven't tried that I should try tomorrow? Because I'm okay with getting 2 entrees, Chef, because it's for a good cause, right? I'm okay with that. And there's a great shot of where Chef's place is downtown. Awesome. Anything that you can think of that I maybe haven't tried yet?
You tried most of our pastas. Have you tried the pastas? I think you had the rigatoni.
Yeah, we tried the rigatoni. My wife's got the spaghetti, and it was just fantastic.
The lasagna is good as well.
Oh, I'm okay with having carbs tomorrow. Hey, listen, Chef, I'll have carbs for a good cause. Awesome. All right? I will have pasta if it helps out. Cody, do a slow zoom on me real quick. Come in close. Let me tell you something, friends. Hi, this is your old pal, Tony Tone, formerly 100 pounds heavier. And I will go a little bit quicker, Cody. I'll go carb crazy if it's for a good cause. Just keep coming real uncomfortable tight, Cody. Real good. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. I am more than willing. All right, that's probably good enough. That's a really good camera. Oh, boy, I'm getting real self-conscious now. Come to the beats on Wednesday and help out. And watch me have prime rib with spaghetti on top of it and then lasagna on top of that.
That sounds good.
I mean, somebody should try it. Chef Awad to beat. The pictures are making everybody hungry. This is a great opportunity to support a good cause. Please let me know about the next cooking class. I think you are a success story for MCC to be proud of, right? A former student that is doing what you wanted to do, right? You just became a full-fledged American citizen, but you've already been living the American dream, owning and operating your own business, being the boss for yourself, setting a great menu, serving your community, and giving back. I don't know what else you can ask for. And the salads that you make are also very good. I just want people to understand that I've had a salad or two down there. That wedge salad, by the way,
yeah.
The wedge salad will change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Please consider coming on Wednesday, tomorrow, 5:30 or 7:30 to DeBeats Bistro and Wine Bar, downtown Muscatine. You can call the restaurant, make a reservation. If you can't make it on Wednesday, show up throughout the course of the week.
Yeah.
Show up this weekend and treat yourself. You will have a good time. Chef, it's so great to see
awesome.
you. Thanks for coming on. And Angel, saying on Facebook that she loves DeBeats. Yeah, we all do. And you can check out Chef's website and contact him on Facebook. And Ryan, just because, if you've still got the Tony Tone cake picture, we can show everybody that if you want to have your birthday party at DeBeats, they'll put candles in your eyeballs. Or Chef Brian Scott will, who is, oddly enough, working today in the bakery. So we're going to have a good time, and I appreciate you being here. And
thanks.
A ton of people watching on Facebook, so you've got a lot of fans, that's for sure. And yeah, that was that's a keto-friendly cake, by the way. No real sugar in there. And it was real good. Chef Awad to beat. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. All right, let's go aisle cam or cart cam. You guys decide. Aisle cam, yeah, it's got a great perspective, by the way. I'm super excited about the aisle cam because March is National Frozen Food Month, ladies and gentlemen, and we have got a great bird's eye view of both the dairy and the frozen food department. So that is really high up there. I'm trying to see if I can figure out where that camera's at. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. So that looks really good. March, Frozen Food Month, and spoiler alert, next week, local newspaper ad that you'll see for Hy-Vee will have a frozen food sale. I don't want to say anything else because that's a week away, but just stay tuned for that, and you can see some folks working right now. Jim Simmons walking in the background, got some coworkers stocking some cheese, and it's a busy place, right? I love that. I love the bird's eye views of the store. That looks really good. So check out all your favorite frozen foods this month right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All right, couple things to take care of. A lot of people on Facebook right now watching. Holy pickles. I know. We should just have chefs on all the time. Don't think I wasn't tempted to be like, hey, chef, I got a full kitchen right over here. You want to jump in? I don't know. I got a meat department. You want to cook a steak? Poor Ryan's hungry. Cody wouldn't turn down a steak. I mean, we're doing this show live. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. You think we'd refuse a steak for breakfast? I'm half tempted to crack into these Shamrock cookies. Don't tempt me with a good time. I mean, if I shake this box of cookies hard enough and one of them breaks, we can't sell them. I will send those down gently Today, friends, the 12th of March, is it National Pancake Day? Didn't we do this already? I go to this website, today is National What Day, and it says today's National Pancake Day. I thought we did this already. It's also National Girl Scout Day. I did buy some Girl Scout cookies while we were at Contrary Brewing, and they did the Girl Scout cookie beer pairing. That was a lot of fun. It's also Baked Scallops Day. If you're going to have some scallops, will you bake them? And it is Plant a Flower Day. Now, I don't know if today would be the ideal day to plant a flower, but tomorrow, even though we do have some rain in the forecast, we should see a high over 60 degrees. So by all accounts, that's exciting. So maybe you will plant a flower in the next couple days. We're going to go to Cody and the Toyota Muscatine cart cam, Betsy, bossing him around. Betsy taking over the cart cam, just like that. You can't see it, but it's happening right now. So Betsy's going to operate the wheels of steel, the Toyota Muscatine cart cam, and she is going to show us this St. Patty's Day display, including one of the greatest hand-drawn signs, friends, that you will ever see. How do I know it's good? Well, I may have put this together yesterday. So right across from the Italian department is a display where it is all things St. Patty's Day, of course. St. Patrick's Day happening this Sunday. That's March 17th. Also, apparently, that is Randy Beimer's birthday. Betsy, go left. She's going the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. You can't miss it. There's some cabbage. There's some cheese. Keep going straight. It's that display. Boom shakalaka. And Betsy, look at that sign. Who did that? I wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. The amount of talent that it took. Full disclosure, I forgot the C in Patrick's because someone came into the office and was talking to me as I was writing it. So I had to erase half of that and rewrite it. So some corned beef, some cabbage, some sauerkraut, taters, that really, really good Irish butter. Cook everything in that Irish butter. Look at how great that is. That is fantastic. Betsy, go back up to the sign if you could, just because I'm not. Listen, somebody had to do it, and you know what I did, honestly? So that's like a little whatever chalkboard thing, and those are chalkboard pens. I don't know. I spray painted that board again with the chalkboard spray because it needed to be touched up. So I did that. It was very smelly in the office, and then I went ahead and did that. So you've got some Guinness, some Jameson, ready to go. St. Patty's Day, cheese, corned beef, cabbage, potatoes. It's all right there. And, of course, you know, you can go see Delmer and the crew in the deli. You know what? As a matter of fact, Betsy, why don't you go to the deli and have them give you like a sample of corned beef and then bring it to me and I'll eat it for the sake of science. Listen, somebody's got to do it. Who else but me? And there's our friend Bobby walking in the background. Bobby's Asian cuisine in the house. All right. I see people walking by. I say hi. I'm sorry. I'm not rude. So here's Betsy again, Toyota Muscatine cart cam in the deli, looking for some corned beef, maybe a little bit of a sample. There's Delmer, understanding that Tony's just trying to mooch a sample. Go see Delmer and the crew, get your corned beef, make your own. Reuben, I will say, again, full disclosure, I had a Reuben sandwich last week. Haven't had a lot of bread. Is that a sample? Oh my gosh, that's I don't know if we need that much of a sample, but I mean, I don't want to be rude either. Betsy, just tell Jen we could just do a little bit of a sample. That's fine. Rose Heinck, who was also on the show a couple weeks ago, that makes the fantastic sandwiches. Last week, Rose was making Reubens. And again, I know I'm the low carb king. I've been on a diet. I get it. Oh, look at that. All right. That seems like a lot. Yeah, Betsy, we may have to give that back. I don't know. Bring it over. We'll show it. Yeah, just throw it in the cart. That's fine. Yeah, that's sanitary. Just throw it right in there. She said it on the paper. So I had a Reuben from the sandwich shop, and it was really good. And I know. Bread, not on a good... Whatever. Everything in moderation. Okay, it's my life. If I want to have a Reuben, I'm going to do it. If I want to have a package of Shamrock cookies, I'm going to do it. I'm a grown-up. Okay. Andrea is saying, I think the prices are reasonable. We always take home, and the quality is over the top. We'll make it a date to dine this weekend, our favorite restaurant. Yeah, Andrea, I think DeBeats is very reasonable. I think that I don't think, yes, it's reasonable. If you're going out to dinner, treat yourself and get your favorites. And thanks for chiming in, Andrea. Look at that corned beef. Jeez Louise, Betsy, that is a lot. She said just to take it? Really? That's a lot. Wow. Look at how good that looks. Look at how good that camera is, by the way. Here's some corned beef for you. Our favorite leprechaun, Megan Beauchamp, loves herself some corned beef, and Ryan is coming to get some corned beef. All right, and Ryan is eating corned beef. All right, Ryan. Well, you treat yourself, I guess. Anybody else want some corned beef? Just walk on the set and grab some, I guess. That's fine. That's good. Sure, why not? Okay. We are not network news, folks. We have hungry people that work on this show, and sometimes they just want to get a little corned beef action. Oh my gosh, that is good. Now we can't give it back because I just touched it. Ooh. I'm coming back in. Welcome to Watch Tony Eat Corned Beef in HD, everybody. Kids, go to college, and one day you'll get paid to host a talk show from a grocery store, and you'll be able to eat corned beef and talk with your mouth full because you ain't got no manners. That's my life. So corned beef, cabbage, everything St. Patty's Day, shamrock cookies, fun plants and balloons, shamrock plants. We'll bring some shamrock plants on the show tomorrow from the floral shop. Definitely will do that. All right, now we've got a lot of things to talk about on the way out. A couple things I'll mention again tonight, and I don't have a sign for this. There are signs in the store near the Market Grill Express. We've got this Tuesday night burger deal. Our burgers in the Market Grill Express are massive, and they're hand-pattied. They're really good. Every Tuesday night, you can get a giant burger, $8, with bottomless or all-you-can-eat fries or tater tots. Fries or tater tots. These burgers are great. They are huge. Hand-pattied, again, by hand. They got some secret seasoning in these burgers. They're very good. And for $8, you almost can't afford to not join us. And hi to Logan Bowling watching on Facebook. I just saw that. So join us every Tuesday for giant burgers for $8. Here it is right here. It's probably about that big. That's pretty big. I'm miming a giant burger. You could even maybe put corned beef on a burger. I've had that before. I've had corned beef on a burger because I like to party. In the Voice of Muscatine newspaper, which will be hitting some of your mailboxes today, Tuesday, and tomorrow on Wednesday, we have got a pretty cool fuel saver sale this weekend coming up. If you love saving money at the gas pump, remember, you don't have to pay full price when you shop at a place like Hy-Vee. Now, this is Thursday and Friday. Thursday, Friday, the 14th and 15th. The more you buy, the more you save. $35, 15-cent fuel saver. $70, 30 cents. $105, 45 cents. $140, 60 cents off per gallon. You'll save more than that because there are so many additional fuel savers in this store. You can't beat it. This Thursday and Friday will save you some money at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Also, this is featured on that ad, but I kind of broke it down into different images just to show you. Aisles Online, you can order your groceries from the comforts of home. You can shop virtually on your computer, on your phone, and then we can deliver your groceries or you can pick them up. Aisles Online has a great offer for new customers. You can save 10% off for first-time new customers. The promo code is WELCOME. The most experienced and friendliest team in town when it comes to shopping online. They'll get you taken care of. I said Megan Beauchamp, who is just doing some online shopping. So think of it this way. You order online, we get your order, and then it is a real live human being doing the shopping for you. It is not some type of robot program. We're real people here. We've got people at registers, real people, alive, with pulses and personalities and smiles. So Aisles Online is a great experience for you to try if you like, if you're busy. So many people love it because we can deliver. The only place in Muscatine that will be able to deliver your groceries is Hy-Vee, and we've been doing online shopping, Aisles Online, for 3 years, okay? So that is where the experience comes into play. And last Friday, this guy right here, and there's Tara Riggin. You just saw Tara in the background. She's doing some online shopping right now. This guy right here did a couple orders last Friday. Did one order last Friday. Did half of one order last Friday because I had to leave, but I help out when I need to, and they do a great job. All right, speaking of Thursday, coming up quick, steak dinner. We're doing this through the end of the month. We've been featuring steak January, February, and March. This Thursday, no exception. Choice prime sirloin steak, 4 till 7, 8 ounce, $8, 12 ounce, $12. Only the best steaks from the meat department here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Best meat department in town by far. Highest quality. Choice prime sirloin for the win. Or as the kids say, FTW, for the win, everybody. 4 till 7, dine in, carry out. What a great deal. 8 ounce, $8, 12 ounce, $12. Garlic, mashed potatoes, and your choice of vegetable. How's my goatee look? I shaved this morning. Is my goatee even? Maybe. Do I have a barber on the show that could help me with my goatee? And then the Wine and Spirits St. Patrick's Day Luckiest Sale continues through St. Patrick's Day, which is this Sunday. You can still take advantage of these great savings from Kayleen and the crew at Wine and Spirits, including an opportunity on some Jameson. This is a great deal on Jameson. We've got Guinness and some of the Guinness packs with the glass that comes with it. And, of course, some Bailey's Irish Cream. It is the luckiest sale of the year, and it runs through this Sunday. So will you wear green? Will you come to Hy-Vee and stock up on your favorite deals this Sunday? We can also find it on the Hy-Vee Facebook page if we're experiencing technical difficulties. You may have to scroll a little bit, Betsy. Oh, yuck, oh, yuck, oh, yuck. Don't worry, I'll just fill the time by eating corned beef. Go ahead, Betsy, take your time. I could eat all this corned beef right here. You know it's a good combination? Corned beef and Starbucks. It's only marvelous, everybody. So while we're looking for that, I'll remind you once again, I hate talking with my mouth full. It's really rude. I'll remind you once again, tomorrow, Wednesday, MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter fundraiser dinner at DeBeats. We talked to Chef Awad DeBeat. I thank him for being on the show. He did a great job. 2 seatings available, 5:30 and 7:30. Call, make your reservation. We'll also have those Isabel Blooms available at DeBeats tomorrow, and that's another great way to support the domestic violence shelter. And we appreciate everybody that is going to be with us, because we know, again, that we want to make sure that the shelter has everything that they need and can continue to operate and help women and children fleeing domestic violence right here in Muscatine. Do we have the St. Patty's Day ad? We do. All right. Awesome. My goatee has grown longer, but we have it. You can yell at Ryan. He's the one that didn't have it ready. I only send him the notes in an email and have it printed. What else do you need me to do? And he's not here to hear me critique him, which is probably good. I'm a monster. Oh, but Delmer heard me, so Delmer is going to rat me out. All right, let's go back to the ad really quick. I was talking about it. Guinness, Jameson, Bailey's. Delmer, I'm a diva now. And Betsy's going to pay for this corned beef. Don't worry. Captain Morgan, Fleischmann's Vodka, Crown Royal Blender's Mash, Absolute Vodka, Black Velvet. It's all right there. Through this Sunday, check it out at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. There is a lot of tension on the set right now. We're going to fire Ryan Broderson, friends. How dare he try and eat my corned beef on my show in front of me. Now I have corned beef stuck in my teeth. That's karma. Okay, the last thing that I'm... Excuse me. Well, all right. I'm glad that was Ryan, because I didn't know who that was at first. I just saw a hand. You like how my natural reaction is just, excuse me? I thought for a second about, like, swatting the hand, but then I couldn't tell. I don't want to swat a stranger. That's another show that we're working on. Swat a Stranger with Tony Tone. And it's just me smacking Delmer. All right. Well, that's it. You know, I will say this. We've got that domestic violence shelter fundraiser coming up on April 6th at Geneva Golf and Country Club. That is a big deal, and I'm happy to announce that yesterday my friends at Bayer, shout out to Sean Schrader and Chris Bohr, Bayer, formerly Monsanto, coming on board as the official sponsor of the photo booth. So that's something that we've added to the New Beginnings fundraiser on April 6th is a photo booth, and we're super excited to have Bayer on board as a sponsor for that. We appreciate them. All the sponsors that support the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter, you're just great. Toyota Muscatine has sponsored the wine pull for the second year now. Get your tickets online, mcsaiowa.org. We are halfway sold out on the New Beginnings fundraiser, mcsaiowa.org. Don't miss out on a great opportunity to help out the shelter. They could use it. All right. Thank you again to Chef Awad DeBeat for being with us, taking the time this morning. We appreciate him very much. Come and see us at Hy-Vee for everything you need, from St. Patty's Day, corned beef. I'm so tempted to just, there's that challenge on the internet where people are like throwing slices of cheese on their kids, which is weird, and I'm not going to do that. I would totally throw a piece of corned beef at Ryan Broderson, but I don't want to waste it, so we'll give that a good home. Thank you for watching. You can catch replays of this show on cable at 7:30 and 10:30, Muscatine Power and Water, Channel 5. You already know that if you're watching us on cable, like a couple of our bingo friends last night. One lady said, "You're on TV," and I said, "I am," and she said, "You have lost a lot of weight," and I said, "I have, thank you." Then thanks for watching. So catch this show on cable. We're also live Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30 on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And if you have an Apple TV or Roku, you can download the Boxcast app, Boxcast, and then watch Hy-Vee Today with your Apple TV or your Roku, which I'm assuming you do this. That's how you operate your Roku and your Apple TV. Tony Tone here saying we'll see you soon. And email me if you need anything, hyveetoday@gmail.com. Guest suggestions always welcome. We love your input, that is for sure. We've got shows Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, taking Monday off, and then back next Tuesday. So here we go. St. Patty's Day week is here. We're ready to go and ready for an exciting fundraiser tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine and Team Staffing. Goodbye. More corned beef and Starbucks. Now, a Starbucks flavor.
For watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah,
This
man.
Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.